Welcome back to the Boot Tragedies, man. Breaking news out of New Orleans. Not really out of New Orleans because it's out of Miami. Terron Armstead will sign with the Miami Dolphins. If you watch my previous videos, man, you can see that I kind of knew this was coming. Once he got to Miami, I knew the Dolphins wouldn't let him leave without signing him to a deal. Armstead was waiting on the Watson news to break. I think if Watson came back, then Armstead would have came back as well. But obviously, that didn't happen, so Armstead will be going to Miami. It's reported by Adam Schefter, a 5-year, $87.5 million deal, $43 million guaranteed. That was just out of the Saints' price range, man. Obviously, he's a good player, one of the best left tackles in the game once, he's healthy and once he's on the field. But obviously, with the Saints, man, him being injured every other year, missing games, crucial games that we needed him in, leaving games and coming back, just things, man. Those injuries start to pile up. He's getting older by no stretch of the imagination that he's washed, anything like that, but he's getting up in age. It was time for him to move on, time for him to get that bag. Hey, I can't blame him. Obviously, the Saints probably offered him somewhere in the range of 50 to 60 million. He got almost 90 million from the Dolphins. Hey, go get your bag, man. You deserve it. He's been a hell of a left tackle for the Saints, top 5 in history on that offensive line. Now, what do the Saints do from here? Do we draft a tackle first round? That's what it's looking like, man. I'll have a mock coming up soon, maybe later this week. Hopefully, by tomorrow. But looking like we're going to go tackle or wide receiver those first couple rounds to try to replace, Armstead. I would say this is a big loss. Most of the time, if you lose a top 3 player at his position, you can say it's a huge loss. But, he didn't even play last year, so it's not really like it's a super loss. We've seen the team without him. We've seen those guys step in without him, and they're going to have to step up again this year or compete for a starting job if we don't bring someone new in. So we'll be on the lookout for that, man. Obviously, tackle is a position of need. Tackle, wide receiver, running back, another safety. We have a lot of positions of needs. I think once this domino fell from the Saints, I think we'll see a lot of news coming out of New Orleans now in free agency. They just had to kind of let that Armstead news. That was the big bomb. That was big bomb number 2. Obviously, Watson was number 1. Armstead was number 2. Now that those things out the way, we got our quarterback. Now it's time to start adding pieces around this team and see what we can do. That's all I really got on this, man. Shout out to Armstead. Got that bag. Well deserved, as always, man. Hope he's healthy next year. Hopefully he can do well next year with the Dolphins. But the Saints are, got to move on, try to replace him to the best of their abilities, and we'll see what happens. That's all I really got on this situation. But Miami Dolphins signed Terron Armstead, 5 years, $87.5 million. Once again, it's the Boot Tragedies, and I'm out.